How to reverse insulin resistance.
If you or someone you love have insulin resistance, send them this video, they'll thank you later. We're going to talk about how to go from this to this, or from this to this, by focusing on something called insulin resistance. There's a spectrum called insulin sensitivity. Some people are more insulin sensitive, while others are more insulin resistant. And if you ask an insulin sensitive person what's wrong with the rest of us, they may be tempted to say we need to eat less and exercise more. Many people don't realize that when you're insulin resistant, you're playing against a rigged deck. Insulin resistant people have more sugar cravings, they have more frequent hunger as well as more intense hunger. They have brain fog, which makes it hard to concentrate and focus on goals. And they often feel tired after eating. There's a strong correlation between being insulin resistant and having anxiety or depression. Insulin resistant people have symptoms that make them prone to unhealthy habits. And the unhealthy habits lead to more insulin resistance. This cycle perpetuates itself and becomes a very destructive problem, and that causes us to feel very, very frustrated. In order to get insulin levels under control, we need to know what increases insulin levels and what reduces insulin levels. If you struggle with snacking or overeating, then fasting could be a great solution. And when we're fasting, we're not starving ourselves, we're just switching the fuel sources. Instead of burning food for fuel, we're now burning our own body fat for fuel. While we're in the fasted state, burning body fat for fuel, our insulin, that stays nice and low, allowing our body to regain some of its insulin sensitivity. A diet high in processed carbohydrates and sugar can be a problem. A great way to fix this problem is with fiber. A diet with high glycemic foods increases insulin levels. And the answer to this is to consume more low glycemic foods. A sedentary lifestyle leads to low muscle mass, which makes it difficult to control insulin levels. The answer to this is to build that muscle mass through exercise and resistance training. And the great thing about this is you can start off with fasting, fiber, and low glycemic foods. And often very quickly you can see these symptoms disappear. And this breaks the cycle. And when you break the cycle, it makes it much easier to do the exercise and resistance training. Straightforward solution to help you go from being more insulin resistant to more insulin sensitive.